Good morning, folks. Morning tapping, morning coffee. Let's get into it. Hope everyone's having a great day, ready for the holiday season. Good New Year coming up, 2025. Time to create more greatness. You with me? What's your goals for 2025? Put a comment down there. Just let me know what are you creating? What are you pursuing? Right? Sky's the limit, baby. Create greatness. Anyway, this video is going to be about phone addiction. This is an important one because a lot of people are impacted by this, whether they know it or not. So I call it device addiction, right? People are constantly looking at their devices. Usually it's a phone. You ever been out in public? Just take a moment to kind of be grounded and present, like in a restaurant, and just kind of look around. You'd be amazed at how many people are not engaged with each other and they're staring at their phones. I've seen whole tables, 4 or 5 people, all staring at their phones at the same time for an extended period of time. It's kind of odd. It's weird. It's like they're in trances. But these devices are designed that way. And I'm not saying these devices are bad, right? There is no good or bad. There's only thought that makes it so. Shakespeare. Anyway, the devices aren't bad. I use a device, right? The utility of these things are amazing, right? I'm using it on my phone right now to create a video. And I'm going to share this video with people, and hopefully thousands of people see this, and maybe it helps somebody out there. Even if it helped one person, that's pretty awesome and amazing, right? So there is a lot of great utility, being able to communicate across the world with different people, friends, family, using it for work, things like that. But if you're using it purely for entertainment, you're using it to fight boredom, fight stress, self-soothe, then you are literally rewiring your brain in a negative manner, and you're causing low levels of consistent stress. The downstream effects could be health consequences, depression, anxiety, even more stress, fear, just being disconnected from reality, right? So if you feel like maybe you're addicted to your phone, and maybe you don't even know it, there's a lot of people just don't know it. Like, how much screen time do you have? The iPhones have the screen time feature, and I'm sure other phones, they probably have it too, where you could monitor your screen time. If you're on your phone, 3, 4, 6, 8 hours a day based on that screen time usage, and a lot of it's just entertainment and social media and news, that could be a problem, right? Imagine how much time that equates to in a year, right? If let's just say it's 5 hours a day, that's 35 hours in a week. That's almost like a work week. Imagine if you took that 35 hours and you put it into something productive, a passion, a goal, something you want to accomplish, something you want to learn, engaging with other people, face to face, like getting together with friends and family, just, doing things you enjoy, working out, right? There's so many other beneficial uses of that time. So again, I'm not saying it's bad if you're using your phone. There's people like me, coaches out there, they're using it, and they're using their phones a lot, but that's how they're connecting with others. I don't like using the phone that much. I don't have all the social media and stuff, right? And maybe my channel would be bigger if I did, but that's just not me. So I got to follow my intuition and who I am, my authentic self. And it's not to constantly be using these phones and engage with these phones. So, you got to take score for where you're at and how you're feeling. And if you feel addicted to it, maybe this would be a good tapping session. So why don't we go ahead and get into it? I'm going to take another sip of my coffee out of my sriracha mug. Let's go ahead and do some tapping. So we're going to start on the side of the hand. This is going to be a very general tapping script. You should be specific for yourself. Keep note of things that come up for you. Keep note of things that really trigger emotion for you, and start to peel the layers of the onion of who you are and whatever beliefs you have tied to this and whatever you need to work on to let go of the device addiction, to take your sovereignty back from the device, right? The device does not own you. You own the device, all right? So let's just go ahead and start general. You get specific for yourself. You need help? Reach on out. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Nice deep breath in, tapping side of the hand. Just let it go. Even though I feel addicted to my phone and I just can't put it down, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself right now. And even though it seems like a habitual behavior, pick up my phone first thing in the morning, constantly on my phone all day, fall asleep with my phone in my bed. And the science tells me that is not good for my brain. And I'm starting to realize that. It's time to take my sovereignty back from my device. There's more to the world than my phone. And I admit that now. And I choose to love, honor, and accept myself right now. And even though I just feel overwhelmed by my massive amount of phone usage, I have a device addiction. And I'm choosing to be honest with myself now. And I choose to find peace and balance in my life again. All right, let's start at the top of the head. This device addiction. This device addiction. This phone addiction. I'm being honest with myself right now. I'm addicted to my phone. And I'm not afraid to admit it. Yeah, but maybe I don't use my phone that much. Besides, I use it for work. It's no big deal if I watch a movie on Netflix here and there. And I communicate with friends and family through social media. I'm not addicted to my phone. That's hogwash. Maybe it's denial. If I can't put my phone down for a day without feeling the drive to look at it, I'm probably addicted to it. Heck, a day. I can't even put it down for an hour. Well, it's time to be honest with myself. If I'm not controlling my phone is controlling me. I'm choosing to admit this now. This phone addiction. This phone addiction. I can't stop checking my phone. I can't stop checking social media. I can't stop liking and posting. Every time I hear that ding, that vibration from a notification, boom, I'm picking my phone up right away, immediately. I've literally rewired my brain. Every time I get that notification, boom, I pick my phone up, look right at it. What is it? I need to engage with it immediately. It doesn't even matter if I'm engaged in conversation in person. I will interrupt that conversation and pick my phone up and look at it. Wow, I must look like an ass. But it's okay, the other person's probably doing the same thing. We're all addicted to our phones. This phone addiction, this constant need for engagement in my phone. My phone is taking over my life. I feel highly addicted to my phone. I choose to admit it now. I constantly need to be checking my phone. I'm incapable of setting my phone down for extended periods of time. I'll get FOMO, fear of missing out. If I'm not constantly engaged in my phone, how do I know what's going on? What if I'm missing something? This compulsive behavior, this compulsive phone addiction, it's causing negative consequences in my life. More stress, more anxiety, maybe even depression. Even my perspective has been rewired. This phone has become a major part of my life. I don't like the way it feels. If I don't have my phone, I feel naked, out of touch, disconnected, and then even more stressed. It's time to admit it right now. I'm addicted to my device. I'm addicted to my phone. I'm addicted to my phone right now. I wish this tapping video would just end so I could look at my phone and see everything I missed in the last 13 minutes. Maybe it's time for me to let go of this phone addiction. I've been using this phone to fight boredom. I've been using this phone to create this faux happiness. I've been using this phone to self-soothe. Anytime I feel a challenge in my life or uncomfortable, my phone is there to rescue me because I find comfort in my device. It's like hot chocolate on a cold winter's day, warm and refreshing. But rewiring my brain in this manner is not beneficial. The instant gratification of using my device only lasts a mere seconds. And then I become addicted because I need that consistent dopamine drip from the brain to feel good about myself, to feel good about life. Even if I don't like what I'm looking at on my phone, I still get that dopamine drip. Maybe it's time to let this go. Maybe it's time to take my sovereignty back from my device right now. It's time to take my sovereignty back from my device. I own my device. My device does not own me. I choose to take my power back right now. I choose to be more engaged in the present moment. I choose to use the time that I've typically wasted by staring at my device and use that time to pursue my passions, work on my goals, be engaged in real life, be engaged in the present moment, connect with that higher power, God, the universe, source energy, my inner being. I choose to reconnect with that higher power to create more greatness in my life, in the lives of others. I'm taking my power back right now. I'm choosing to fast from my device. That's right. I'm going to do device fasting. I'll set my phone down for an hour, 3 hours, 8 hours without looking at it at all. And I'm going to work my way up to doing that for a day, 2 days, whatever. My phone is not going to own me any longer. I'm in control of myself. I'm taking my sovereignty back from my device. I'm taking my power back right now. And I'm going to use that power, that time, and that energy to create greatness in my life, in the lives of others. So be it. It is true, baby. In body, mind, heart, and spirit. Nice deep breath in. One last thing I want you to do. Keep your eyes closed. Take another nice deep breath in. Let it go. Just keep your eyes closed. And I want you to just kind of follow around. This is going to be a very short little visualization exercise. I want you to envision, keep doing your deep breath. I want you to envision your device in front of you. And I want you to envision how strongly you feel connected to that, right? The addiction. And I want you to see the visual of the addiction. So how are you connected to it? Do you feel, is the device connected to you by a beam of light? Maybe a cord, right? Like a silver light beam cord. Maybe it's strongly connected to you like a cement is connecting it to your arm, your hand, your body, whatever comes up for you. I want you to see it. What does that connection look like? All right. I want you to feel it and see it in your visual. And now I want you to thank the phone for being there for you and telling it, the phone, that it's been there for you when you needed comfort, soothing, entertainment, whatever. And I want you to essentially thank it, right? It's been there for you, good times and bad. But I want you to tell it right now that you no longer need it. Thank you, but I don't need you anymore. And let it know that you'll use it for utility. You'll use it in a controlled manner, that you're not completely letting it go, but you're not going to use it for self-soothing. You're not going to use it in an addictive manner, a compulsive addictive behavior anymore. It's not going to suck the sovereignty out of you anymore. And I want you to say goodbye to it. Thank you and goodbye. And when I need you, I'll call on you. And I want you to sever that connection, whatever it is, a beam of light, it's rooted into your body. And in any way, I want you to sever it. See that sever in in the visual happening in real time, breaking away. And now that phone's just going to become a device of utility that you'll use in the future for different purposes, but you're not going to use it for your emotional well-being. You're not going to use it to soothe yourself anymore. You're not going to use it for this compulsive entertainment addictive behavior, right? And I want you to see that disconnection happen. You don't have that compulsive addiction anymore. Now take 3 more deep breaths on your own and then come back to me here. Okay, so just go ahead and finish up that last breath you had. Now, this device addiction stuff is pretty severe for a lot of people, so it might take a lot of work to get to make a breakthrough with it. So definitely work with a practitioner if needed. Keep tapping if it's a problem for you. If it hasn't become a problem yet, then avoid it from becoming a problem in the future, right? Control your device. Don't let your device control you. Just some tips for me. I don't have social media, right? And maybe like I said, my channel might be bigger if I had all this social media and I was constantly engaged in my phone, constantly putting content out. But that's not my authentic self, and that's why I don't do it. And I have a lot of other passions in life that I pursue that don't require this use of the phone. So I want you to take score where you're at. And if you are using it for purposes of building businesses and stuff, that's great. But be present and grounded and have an awareness of how you're using the device. And if it's an addictive behavior, it's compulsive, then work on it. So I hope this helps. Tap through it again. I know this is a long one, but it's an important one. And work with a practitioner if needed. There's a lot of great practitioners out there. I'm also available. My website's down in the show notes here. Description, show notes, whatever. And have a great day, and I'll see you next time.